What's up, beautiful people? My name is Derek Standifer, and I have the high honor, the privilege, and the pleasure of interviewing Miss Abstract today. I asked her to come on for National Poetry Month, and if y'all know, she's an amazing poetess, servant in her right, and it's a true honor to have you on. Abstract, how you living, good man?
I'm living good. I'm blessed, highly favored. Like you said, cannot complain. I could
That's
and
what's up. That's what's up. Again,
went.
from the top of my heart to the bottom of my soul, thank you for agreeing to do the interview. We got Miss Lisa. She an amazing supporter. She says, she says hello. Thank you for watching, Miss Lisa. So,
Hey,
um, Abstract, yeah, is a phenomenal individual, and I'm sure y'all gonna find it out as we go on in this interview. So here on Solve Sundays, what we do is we bring doers, movers, and shakers like yourself onto the show, and we see how they solve the twists and turns of their life. So the first step of solving the twists and turns of the Rubik's cube and of life is to believe. You're a poet. What made you get into it? Like, why do you carry the? What made you get into the art form that you chose to carry? Good man.
okay, so I've been writing since before I could remember, since I could write. I remember making full poems at like around second grade. My mother's a writer, so I think I definitely got that from her. I was a very like intuitive, introverted kid, so I was naturally born for the arts. I think whenever I couldn't really express my emotions freely by voice, I'd write them on paper, and that's I think one of the first ways I knew how to express myself. Fast forward to ninth grade, I went to a fine arts school, Davidson Fine Arts Magnet School in Augusta, Georgia. Whoop whoop. Um,
What?
Definitely a creative person all around. I majored in dance, visual art, and poetry, and all types of things. We had a required assignment in a literature class. We had to pick a Shakespeare poem, break it down, learn to understand the language, and then perform it in front of a class. Everybody hated the assignment and just did it to get through it. When I did it, I kind of fell in love. I fell in love with the entire process, from choosing the poem to breaking it down to adding my emotion to it after understanding what he was saying to the performance aspect of it. I loved every bit of it. And I remember standing in front of the class and not being nervous for the first time while I was doing it and thinking, like, I think I might have just found my passion, like what my purpose
Mm.
was supposed to do. And from that point, literally, it's been God, just been winning competitions. I never won anything in my life, but it would be first place, second place. Like I was just killing it. Like you could tell I was in my element because nothing was stopping me. And I've just been doing it ever since. I found what I love to do and what I do well. So I kept going.
And y'all see the passion that she's speaking from? It's a beautiful thing when you find what it is. And based off a school assignment that don't nobody want to do, those are the gems right there.
Exactly.
When a teacher gives you an assignment, the class hate it, and you in love, you like, this is my element. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right here for the rest of my life. And
Yeah.
man, it's so beautiful when folks can step into what it is they truly meant to do, like in that moment. So yeah, 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 yeah. We got Miss Lisa. I'm a second grade teacher. I make them write poems. We are
Yay.
writing a book to publish as a class about going to class. I'm going to school during the pandemic. Authors in second grade. Get them started early. Thank you for serving, Miss Reed. Dr. Star. She's in the second. She just completed her proposal, so now she's in the latter phase of writing her dissertation. So,
Oh,
teacher Dr. Star, teach them early and lead the babies right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
good luck. That's what's up. It's such a good tool, man. It's such a good tool just to know how to express yourself and articulate yourself in a better way. We should all write.
Hmm. I
Mm-hmm.
was watching an interview with Ti, and he was telling the kids like being in school it strengthens those metaphors, those similes as a poet in creative writing class. If you want to be a rapper, if you want to be an artist, those are the subjects you need to pay attention to and develop a love for those skills. So yeah,
Straight up,
yeah.
straight up, for real.
We
It's
got
all
we got Takivia Lane says, "Hey y'all, she's an entrepreneur and a great supporter, an amazing supporter." We got Marshall. Oh snap, it's abstract. Yes, we had the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure of having her on. Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Yep, yep,
hey.
yep. So you said what?
I said, hey, Marshall.
Yeah, he dope peoples. So step two of solving the Rubik's cube. Step two of solving life is to solve your cross. Solving your cross means to identify your why, your reasons. What motivates you to carry the torch that you choose to carry? We figured out how you stumbled upon poetry. But why? Why is it important? Why is it significant to your life's work, good man?
So say that it's one thing to know you have a gift and know what your gift is, but I think what motivates me is my connection with God and knowing that I could be talking about a whole lot of different things. I could be showing a whole lot of different things with my poetry and my music, but I know that my purpose is to call people to a higher purpose, not a lower purpose, not a fleshly purpose, but to help us dig deep within ourselves and become better people. To identify those dark spots, those broken pieces, those bruises, that old hurt, and really learn to heal from that instead of putting band-aids on things and masking with things that aren't really serving us, and actually take the time to do the shadow work to grow as people so that we're not creating more broken-hearted people out here.
Mm.
That's what drives me every day, to just motivate yourself to be a better person. Mental health, mental wealth, emotional health, spirituality. That's what I talk about because I know we
Mhm.
need it out here. We got a whole lot of other stuff that we take in. I as well through the media. Why not balance that out with something that's going to call us to be greater? So that's what motivates me.
I think that's a beautiful why. You know, when people, like I said, I think God placed everybody here on this planet for us to serve. And our payment, our rent to God, is to serve using our skill set. You know, it is our duty to encourage people to step into that higher form by serving. I know there's some people out there who see you who see you on stage and you rip the stage, and they're like, "I found what it is that I want to do. Nobody's made me." Feel the way that she has made me feel, and it encourages people to step into what makes them them. So it's a beautiful thing to see people serving. It's a beautiful thing people serving.
Yeah.
And yeah. And step number three, we're gonna move on to step number three, right? So you mentioned the environment that we put in, but step number three of solving the Rubik's Cube, step number three of solving life means to fill in your corners. Filling in your corners, it's a metaphor for surrounding yourself and immersing yourself in an environment that's conducive to your growth. You know, this is the people that you call friends. You know, I'm a big believer in having quality people in my circle because you're an average of the people that you hang around. And I'm also a big believer that you are a product of your environment. So, if you immerse yourself in a certain environment, that environment will rub off on you. So, what kind of people do you call friends? And what kind of environment do you surround yourself in,
Good question. I definitely see myself in the people that I hang around. I hang around a whole lot of creatives, so we
man?
bond off of the creative work that has to get done. Soft-hearted people, intelligent people. We have deep conversations about life and the world. People that I can share my spirituality with comfortably, people that have moral values and know right from wrong, and how to decipher it, or at least know how to look back on what we might have done wrong and say, hey, I learned from it. I'm going to do better. People who have accountability, people that are going to hold me accountable when I don't do what I say I'm going to do or be who I say I'm going to be. Just people that are similar to me who are always trying to grow, who acknowledge you're not perfect, but they know every single day they're going to try to be better than they were before. Always reaching for higher and greater, just elevating your mind, putting in the work, reading books, joining clubs, just really people who grind, people who hustle, people who know who they are, know what their purpose is, what they want to do with their life, and are constantly just kind of chip away at that every day to get there. So go getters. That's who I'm around.
I think I think the beauty in your response is that y'all she's speaking with so much truth and so much fact and so much conviction. She already knows. I mean, when you have a student in school and you want them to identify the right people to be around in order to maximize their academic potential, you need to find people with the traits that she just mentioned. If you're trying to find a step into the greatest form in your career field, you need to surround yourself with people who got the traits the abstract just mentioned. It's a great thing for people to know clearly. I can see it. I can vibe with you. I can't vibe with. You're not walking in the path of what I need to be.
You're
I
not doing,
need to
you
rub
know,
off on my life.
exactly. Hang around somebody that's doing something, that's not wasting their life away. And you're gonna do that if you don't know where you're trying to go. But if you know where you're trying to get, what tax bracket you're trying to be in, the mindset you want to have, hang around people with those similar values. Similar values.
John Clark. Dr. John Clark, he says that if a person don't know where they're going, any road will take them there. So we got to definitely know the direction, the what we put into our GPS. What address are we putting into our, our GPS on this journey called life, so we know exactly where we're going. Thank you for sharing, good man. You're so wise beyond your years.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
you
good.
wise beyond your years. That's the beauty in it. That's the beauty in it. So the future Dr. Star says mindset is everything. Wholeheartedly agree. So, in addition to the people that you surround yourself with, what kind of environment? I'm very cognizant of the place that I work at. I choose my boss because it's certain traits that I'm gonna learn from you. I don't watch news because it's so negative. I'm tired of seeing people who look like me get shot and murdered and killed in wars, and I can't deal with it. It's draining. So, what kind of environment do you immerse yourself in to operate at the level at which you operate?
It's funny that you say that. I'm the same way. I'm the type of person where I got to get my news either from social media, from word of mouth, or I don't check the news like that. Maybe CNN.com, but I do not check the news like that because it is so negative, and it is painting a picture by regular people like you and me who decide what gets put out there. They decide the narrative, not necessarily the entire 360 of everything that's going on. So I definitely filter what I take in. Social media diets. I don't consume myself anymore with other people's lives, what's going on, who looks like what, who's doing what, how much money they. I don't have time for that. I've done that at a point, and I realized that was draining me. Simply being on social media and the comparison that you don't realize that you're doing. I'm taking myself out of that environment. I use social media more so for as a business tool and to check on my friends and family and associates like you. So that's that. I'm really having a controlled environment now because of COVID. I'm still working from home at the moment. So everything's pretty much in my control. Very, very peaceful, very sane, very much in my own abode, my own oasis. So it's been good. But like I say, I surround myself with peace, love, joy, prayer, and meditation, and just trying to discipline myself at home. That's really been my life lately. It's been a lot different lately. Like I say, I'm normally going to work in the hustle and bustle right downtown in Atlanta, so my energy is a lot different a year ago. But now it's been very eye opening. I've been sitting with myself a lot, analyzing myself and my life a lot, and really doing a lot of inner work. I'll say a lot of inner work because I've been still. I've been still. So my heart and my soul has been very loud, and so I've been working on me. I've been in that space. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of inner work.
Yes, yes. The great philosopher, Big Crit, says that we need to go in order to go without, we need to go within. So thank you for sharing that, good man. Like, sometimes we just need to look in the mirror and focus on ourselves so we can figure out how we can illuminate the world with our light. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's dopeness. Dopeness at its finest. Dopeness at its finest. So, the fourth step of solving the Rubik's cube, the fourth step of solving life is to take it to the next level. Now, taking it to the next level, continuing to grow, continuing to get better. We mentioned this books, attending personal development seminars, or going to YouTube University. So, Abstract, what are the ways that you use to continue to develop yourself, continue to become a higher version of you?
I would say other people, other people. Y'all push me to be greater. Seeing greatness on my TL or going to the studio and surrounding myself with other artists and hearing the music that they create, seeing the way that they're able to create on the spot. Surrounding myself with dope friends. All my friends are freaking amazing and talented. It's the people that I surround myself that push me to go harder. And when I'm taking a break and I see them working, when I see them elevating, that encourages me to stay on my grind and just keep up the hustle, keep up the faith, and never stop. So the people I surround myself around help me.
I think is the beauty in finding that right circle. Like I said, there's Dennis Kimbrough out of Atlanta, Georgia. He says that if you are the smartest person in your group, then you need to find you a new group. And then he also said that if you look in your circle of friends, and if they don't inspire you, you don't have a circle of friends. Instead, you got a cage. So you got to make it a mission to find high quality people, high producers, people that hold you accountable to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. I got the kind of friends, right? I'm not ashamed to say this, that I'm the dumbest person in my group. Every time I go around and talk to my friends, I'm learning new information. Every time I go around them, they dropping jewels. And it's like, you know, at the level that I'm on, I have no quarrels, no issues with being quote unquote the dumbest person in my group. It's
You
a
must
mission.
have some really smart friends.
I mean, when you're the smartest person in your group, it feeds your ego, but it steals away from your future. It take away from your future. If everybody coming to you for information, I'm the individual. I cross my legs Indian style and just take notes at the feet of wisdom. So yeah, what's up? What's up? So we're officially on the fifth and the final step of solving the Rubik's cube, and the last step of solving the Rubik's cube, the last step of solving life is to see the bigger picture. Now, seeing the bigger picture is a metaphor for keeping your commitment to your commitments. We have these trials and tribulations in life. Sometimes life will throw you storms, and you asking God, "Why does it got to happen to me? Why does it got to happen to me? I'm trying to serve. I'm trying to do your work, and you want to bring all these obstacles my way." So, Asher, how do you keep your commitment to your commitments when you feel like life just throwing a whole bunch of curveballs?
Oh, it's a good question. I'm still trying to figure that out. How do I keep my commitment when life is throwing curveballs? I think it depends on the commitment there. I think it depends on the commitment, the priority level of the commitment. When sometimes life kicks me down, sometimes I'll sit down for a second. I always get back up depending on how important it is to me.
Mm,
If it's important enough, you always get back up, no matter how deep, how terrible it is. If it's important enough to me, I'm gonna get back up, and that's the strength. That's all the strength alone I need.
mm,
You know, it's like when they say if something's important enough, you make time for it. If someone's important enough for you, you make time for it. Hands down, you figure it out. You move
mm.
mountains, but you will make a way. And that's the key. If it's important enough to me, so if it's something to do with my future, my purpose, my well being, I'll figure something out. I'll make a way. I'll find that strength in God somehow. Find that strength in myself somehow to get back up and try again.
I
Does
think
that
uh I think I think you said something very profound. Like you got to make it something that's very important to you. And really, don't even set out on the journey that really ain't important to you. So the one that you would throw in the towel in. The goals that I set out for myself, I make sure I put a why associated with it. I got things on my why wall, and I got my goals associated with my why wall. And if it's important to me, man, you got to be disciplined. Monday, you know what you're supposed to be doing Monday. You know what you're supposed to be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you choose not to do it, you know it's not important enough to you. And you got to really just dig deep within yourself. I need to do this. In a year, I don't want to be in a predicament that I did not plan for. I want to plan for and take action for where I want to be in the year. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, good man.
yeah,
Um,
being
well,
proactive?
one, I think the purpose, the immediate purpose of our connection today has been solved. We have officially learned how to solve the twists and turns of our
Mhm.
Rubik's cube. I
Awesome.
think, yeah, 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 yeah. But when we got somebody of your caliber, I think is I think is very important, very urgent that we take advantage of the person that we got on the show today. And you got more skills than folks can. You got more skills than folks. Than, can we please be blessed can we please be blessed by the magicness, by the work that you've been putting in, man, behind the scenes? Can we hear a poem? Can we hear National Poetry Month? Can we hear something you've been working on?
Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna give you a little something different. In lieu of me promoting my upcoming album, Neo Soul Space, I'm gonna put y'all on my latest single. The first single off the album is off, called Journey to Neo Soul Space. It's like the intro. So I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of that to get you to want to buy into this project. It is gonna be completely amazing. It's a mix of neo soul and rap. Me telling my story, my life, my trials and tribulations, and the lessons that I learned from them. It's gonna be dope. It's so enlightening. But it got that swagger to it, y'all. I've been putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this. It's gonna be dope. So without further ado, the first verse in it goes, I be in my head playing games and doing dances with my demons. I be telling me to stop, but she said, girl, it ain't that easy. I be at war with myself. I guess it's the Libra in me. Life can be a jail cell if you ain't got no divinity. Interesting. I be trying to keep a Bible near me, but I also meditate and balance chakras, forgive me. Mufasa Lion King my hair, I like how gold compliment me. It's funny how little you care when you get older. I'm growing. God forgive me for the sins I ain't even commit. I know you love me, so you gonna release all my addictions from everything that I think serves me when I know that it doesn't. And I know that you ain't take me yet because you still got a purpose I ain't fulfilled yet. The blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I did that. I've been planting some seeds, but they ain't grown about the field yet. Your daughter was a baby. Now she's starting to get her feet wet. It's hard to live different in a world that comes so preset. That's verse 1. Yeah.
When is the album coming out?
This summer is the goal. This summer is the goal. It's in post-production now. I've done my part. We're shooting for it this summer. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Stay tuned.
We definitely will. We definitely will. One for you, stay the journey good, man. I think you're on an amazing trajectory, and it's a dope thing to see. You know, I tell people who come onto the show that my daughter has a woman mentor in you. You feel me? You know, I need you to sit here and see your greatness. So I can be like, baby girl, you got a woman mentor right there. That's somebody who you can look up to. So thank you again.
That's so special. That's so special. She is so amazing. You are doing an amazing job with her, with your son. Like seriously, I see the growth. She's so intelligent.
Yeah, she be calling me out too. But I appreciate it. For those of y'all who's watching, y'all, I present Miss Abstract, and y'all make sure y'all follow her, check her out, see what she got going on. When I tell you, she will not disappoint. Where can we find your work at, good man?
Right now, I'm most frequently posted on my Instagram. Y'all, please follow me there at Abstract CIM. That's an acronym that stands for complicated and meaning. So it's just Abstract CIM, no dots on Instagram. You should already follow me on Facebook. We're on Facebook now. But I'll be posting any updates there. So stay tuned. I'm all over YouTube, iTunes, all the musical platforms. You can find that.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. I saw a post. Somebody said something about there aren't any women, Kendrick Lamar. There aren't any women, J. Cole's and Big Crit. Let me tell y'all right here. Let me tell you, y'all check her workout. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Some big shoes to fill, but those are mentors. So most definitely, that's what we're preaching. That's the quality of work we talking about.
Yes, ma'am. Abstract, if you can stay on for me for a hot second after we log off. For everybody else who's watching, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be great like the lakes. Be blessed like a sneeze. Next week, we have the honor, privilege, and pleasure. We'll be interviewing Mr. Moses West out of Jacksonville. So y'all be great. Again, peace and blessings, love and light. I will see y'all next Sunday. Stay on Miss Abstract.